scooters.
We haven't even used them since we've been here. A little different story.
Yeah. No different story with that break shot. I'll tell you, he did miss the one in the last rack, but he didn't hear and zigzag right across the 9. And it's just, again, I think he repeats the break better than anyone on the tour.
Yeah, and something I've noticed so far this match is the two, every time the two's on the back, oftentimes with these guys, it'll get up top or towards the right side off 3 rails. Here it's getting a couple of nice kisses and staying low. That's how he's getting the look on the 2 immediately after burying the 1.
Yeah, some of those players break on the lighter side of maybe even pushing the rule a little bit of the soft break or the non-forceful break. I think they get a lot of kisses on that 2 ball, which holds it low. But that's why it's racked on the corners, because of the kisses, and it's a little bit harder to predict, and it's what we want with this rack and the break, as much random as possible. Yeah, that's another shot that's just like the one earlier, that just a little bit of let up at the end, didn't quite get where he wanted.
Yeah, we see that same shot, JJ, at the Rays Cup a lot, and I think it has a lot to do with the snugness of the tables. They want to cinch the ball a little bit or spear it to the center and just kind of forget about the cue ball just a hair.
Yeah, and, don't want to say let up in like a flaw. It's just kind of like, it's easy to want to control it a hair. And obviously Gorst gets through the ball great, but I think he would even tell you I could have hit that one a little bit better. Nice recovery there on the green 6. What I like also, of course, he's in a lead here, but he's working, but he's not overdoing it, I think sometimes, like you said, we all know he's a worker. I think I was that way, but it's easy to overdo it a little bit. Now, one thing I like about him is he doesn't really stress when he's out there working. He doesn't really pick everything apart. When there's a problem, of course, he'll address it, but overall it's a lot of routine kind of stuff, and it's been a real routine here in this match, a 9-0 lead.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, it's single elimination. It is a race to 10.
Yeah, so Undercover Santos has got to get it going here, or else he'll be exiting the event. But just joking. But he does remind me of Scott a lot of a good dude and one hell of a player, Santos Sambajón Jr., that is. I think he still lives in Cali, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Maybe he's back in the Philippines.
Yeah, I was told just recently he got married and is living in the Philippines. I follow him on the social media, and I'm sure if you guys know who he is, he's a fun guy to follow.
Man, me and him drew each other every tournament, it seemed like, for a year. Played a lot of matches against each other. There'd be some powder on that table, boy, when me and him would play. Don't see that these days with everyone wearing a glove, or most everyone anyways. Gorst to break, up 9-0. It's been a clinic on the breaking end and really on the playing end as well. Yeah, sorry for that.
Still got to look at the 2, though. And this is a shot he actually really likes. He plays it so well. Good level cue, right cue ball going up to the upper right side. Wants to stay above the pink, which is next.
I'll tell you, for viewing pleasure, Gorst should go on ahead and win this. We can all say that comfortably. But if his opponent could be Francisco Bustamante in the second round. Francisco plays another Filipino in round 1. That's at the 12:30 hour. That's the next round. That's Reason Bacopo. Don't know him. So it could be an interesting, not interesting, awesome, really. I don't know about Fedor, but I'd feel proud to get to play Boosty. Just like when I played a couple tournaments, man, if I'd have won one, I'd have got to play Fedor. I wanted to play him just because we've never played prior.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think that would be pretty cool. And don't think that Boosty can't defeat Gorst.
Yeah, now that match, that round 2 match, whether it be Francisco or his opponent, it will be Fedor Gorst. We can see that. That's going to be tomorrow at 11 a.m. That's when it's scheduled at the moment.
And he's looking to finish off here. Double J with a 2-rail kick out of the lower left corner, making the 9 on the right side. Would be a fun way to end the match.
Little a la Eklund Kachi from the World Championships two years ago, when he made that 2-rail kick to get back in the match against the man you're watching right now. Took a little chance, so here's your chance, Billy Jay Garcia, to get on the board. Got a good shot.
Yeah, it really does. You can punch below the 6 here. You see there's a pretty good line to 2-rail up to the top right corner. You're going to just try and draw out of it. I think you've got to punch below. Yeah, he's going to try and draw out of it. Not a terrible effort.
Oh, I thought it was great. Especially, I think he was going into that 6 is what he was worried about, right? Off of one cushion. So, good stuff there.
Yeah, it looked like he had a real good angle to just punch below it, but maybe I misread it. Six to the 7 is really where it's at. Could play the 7-9. Boy, it's tough past that point. Could just lock him up on the 9 as well, Jeremy.
I think he's going to try and get out, of course, but we'll see what kind of position he gets. He's got to have this slow down to get to that round 7. He needs to keep going, actually. Now it's going to be a tricky one, maybe even a combination on the 9.
Definitely fast down this direction. How's this finish? Does he get on the board? Oh, look at this. Maybe he has a look. Take the pot. Yeah, nice follow stroke there. This man might get on the board, Jeremy. He's going to need the bridge and maybe a couple extra inches in the shoes.
He's got his extension, but I'm with you. He may still need the bridge also. The 9's playable on the side. He's got to run the cue ball a little bit. Could end up for the corner. Just wants to get a look at this 9.
It's a big stretch.
He's used to it, though. I'll tell you what, hats off to one incredible out so far. Hopefully nothing crazy happens on this 9. We'll see a little bit more from Billy Jay. And you could hear it from the crowd, really happy. Maybe one of the really well-liked guys. You never know because he's been around, right, for a long time. Who knows? But definitely one of their countrymen got on the board against Fedor Gorst.
Yeah, Gorst won't be serving up any donuts in round number 1.
Yeah, Gorst with some smiles as well. So good stuff here in the opening round of the inaugural Philippines Open.
Probably the biggest winning rack of his life with all these people watching him. Although worth no money, it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, Sudo's opponent coming back a little bit now, 5-3. He leads over Sasam. Garcia, Francisco, now trails 4-3 to Kelson Juan. Feliciano up 5-3 over Bungay.
You know, something I like, JJ, is like, obviously you know it as well as everybody else, but the fans here are knowledgeable. Even the people just going through the mall, it's basically their national sport is pool, right? So they're already very educated. Yeah, Gorst. Can he come out 2 rails here? Definitely. Needs that to run. Yeah, a little short. You're probably going to track into the green 6 here. I don't know how you avoid it.
I think he can pull it slowly 2 rails by it and just take a little longer shot.
Oh, out of the upper left, you're saying?
Yeah, I think so. And
Wow.
just let it nip real lightly. Yeah.
Okay.
The new felt, being
sure.
close to the ball, and that helps. Still a tricky one here. He's got to get out a little bit, not only to get the shot at the pink, but maybe work the cue ball a little bit back and forth for the 5 and the side, which is a little tough. But then getting on the 6, this is, again, not easy. But he's going to have to talk to it a little bit. Overcut the ball to the pocket, and that usually costs you 6, 8, 10 inches of cue ball movement. Really like the delivery, though. They probably have some speed on this, and somehow they end up on top of each other. The pool is just so amazing.
Yeah, I think you can use the 9 a little more dangerous. I don't mind just kind of wedging him up here on the left long rail right behind the pink. Oftentimes very tough to get away from. You get lucky and freeze it. It's extremely tough to get away from.
Yeah, he's gonna have, not only that, he's messing with a guy with a jump cue that's incredible. So even if he gets the snooker, the last thing he wanted to see. But he had to curve the cue ball a little bit to get by the 9.
Well, that's another reason not to shoot the shot. Right? He had a right spin on it, which I don't know.
Yeah, maybe just straight draw.
Right.
Maybe, but what Scott was saying is just bump that left side and nestle right, connected, or pretty much connected to the pink, and see what Fedor Gorst had in mind. But we all know what he's got in mind from here. Maybe a little lunch soon. Table's pretty slick, though, right? I see the ball rolling out nicely.
Yeah, it does seem like it's playing very fresh.
All right, 2 cushions, whether it's back and forth with just a high ball. Looks like it. That's what he's doing. 8's very playable, so no reason to try and get close to it.
Yeah, and overall been really a fairly flawless match for Gorst.
And, he just rarely ever breaks bad, but knowing the way he's broke in this match, it's got to be a good feeling moving forward. Again, who knows who he's going to play, but it could be Django, Francisco Bustamante. That'll be at the 11 o'clock hour. That's when it's slated for tomorrow. So Gorst will have the rest of the day off to try and get even more comfortable moving forward in this Philippine Open. And we've lost Billy Jay Garcia, probably one of the fan favorites. We heard that big roar for his 1-game win. So more coming to you from the Philippines Open in about 5 minutes' time. Stay tuned.